Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
With the Vegeta form not lasting very long, just like in the anime, they had to go through other methods to fight Merge Zamasu, and one of the explanations they have in the ending of the last chapter, chapter 24, was that Trunks was the apprentice to the Supreme Kai, so he was given all the rights, I guess, sort of like Kibito is to the Supreme Kai in the normal timeline. And so with that, Trunks has the ability to heal people, and then it showed that he was able to heal Gowasu when Gowasu was at near death without really knowing it. He was able to heal Mai when she was at near death without really knowing it either. And so he was given this power when he was being trained to fight Deborah and Babidi and all that, so Majin Buu wouldn't be resurrected. So I like that. I like that little addition they added because it gives more flavor to that part of Trunks' history, and so and gives more flavor to the character, the fact that he can heal now. So he was given the option to heal either Goku and Vegeta, he could only heal one because of how much energy it takes to heal the Super Saiyan Blue, I guess, warrior. And so without really, with just playing the sidelines, Vegeta decides, hey, give it to Goku. When we were merged, I can feel that Goku has a better handle on Super Saiyan Blue, so heal him because he's going to be able to fight Merge Zamasu a lot better. And Vegeta always playing the sidelines, even throughout this chapter. He's like a master commentator of Dragon Ball Z fights, because that's all he did. That's all he's done in a few of these encounters, going all the way back to Majin Buu and even probably the Cell fight. So he knows how to commentate about what's going on and what is Goku at his limit, is Merge Zamasu at his limit. So he does that fairly well in this arc. But they heal Goku, and Goku apparently goes into a perfected Super Saiyan Blue form. And when this came out, I didn't really comment on this because I just kind of wanted to see where this was going. I wanted to see how this was relevant to the rest of the story. So apparently Vegeta kind of picked up the shortcomings of Super Saiyan Blue and how exhausting it is of a state by going into Super Saiyan Red and Blue back and forth. And I like that. I kind of wish that in like the games they would have that be kind of a special thing that he does, or have him perfect that, like he can go into both transformations or whatever. But that's kind of how he handled the shortcomings of the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. Well, apparently Goku, I guess, perfected it. And so the aura that you see coming out of their bodies is the aura that they can't control through Super Saiyan Blue transformation. So what he does is that he infuses all that aura into his body, so none of it's coming out. With that, his speed and strength and durability are much more heightened, and so he goes toe-to-toe with Merge Zamasu. In this fight, from the ending of the last chapter throughout this entire chapter, is just so reminiscent of, like, it's probably one of the better fights in my opinion. It's one of the better fights that I've seen in a long time. It's reminiscent of the fight between Kid Buu and Goku. It's reminiscent of the fight between Frieza and Goku. Something that Dragon Ball Super, the anime, hasn't really done very well is shown the fatigue and the damage that you've gotten through prolonged fighting. So you don't see a lot of cuts, you don't see a lot of bleeding, you don't see a lot of clothes ripping. Well, in this you see a lot of that. You see Merge Zamasu and Goku just beating each other to hell. The fight's really, really good. Personally, I like this a lot better. I didn't like it in Dragon Ball the anime, Dragon Ball Super the anime, where Merge Zamasu, I mean, I like the fact that he had like the halo, he was shooting at them, and that part was pretty cool. But I would have liked to see more where he was actually fighting toe to toe, and in this he's actually fighting hand-to-hand combat a lot. So I definitely did enjoy that. I don't really like the transformation where he gets like that giant hand and stuff like that in the anime. I wasn't really vibing with that too much, but I do like the fact that Trunks was the one that killed him. We don't have Super Saiyan Rage Trunks as of yet, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. We don't even know if that's going to be a thing, because we didn't even see Kaioken Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But Goku is fighting and doing his all, but he's reaching his limit. I guess there's a time limit as everything, with how much of the blue energy you can hold inside your body. And Merge Zamasu also has a time limit of how long he can stay infused together. He only has an hour. So what Goku does is he puts all the blue energy into his hand from his body, and then he says that he borrowed a technique from Beerus, I'm assuming just by watching it because he didn't get trained into it, and then he goes and Hakai's Merge Zamasu. So what do I feel about this, or how do I feel about this? Well, for the most part, I don't think that it's that implausible for somebody to, especially in Dragon Ball, to just be able to see somebody do a technique and then copy it like that, just like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Goku, that's how Goku learns most of his techniques. He just sees somebody do it, copies it. Majin Buu was the same thing, copies it. So it's not implausible that he did that, but the fact that he can use a God of Destruction technique is kind of fishy to me a little bit, because of the fact that, okay, so they're going to the Super Saiyan Blue and the Super Saiyan God. They're like, they have God infused in them, and you know, basically they're on a higher tier. But does that mean that they get closer to, it's like the next tier God of Destruction energy, and then after that maybe like the Angel energy or something like that? Because how would he know, how would he have the energy to use the Hakai and use it so proficient without really being trained or given the status of God of Destruction? So he Hakai's Zamasu and basically destroys him, half of him. And Zamasu, what he does is, what he's been doing throughout this whole fight is he's got these little black holes that he puts his arms through and punches Goku with, and grabs him with, and all this stuff, and blasts him with. So what he does is he puts his arm through the black hole, and then the black hole comes up right behind Mai. He grabs her by the neck, pulls her through the black hole, and then basically he puts Mai in Goku's face and says, well, if I'm gonna get Hakai, essentially, well, he doesn't say it, but you know, if he gets Hakai, so does Mai. Goku gets distracted, Zamasu kicks Goku, the Hakai is stopped. Goku learning Hakai in the new Dragon Ball Super episode, the actual anime, we see that he can't get out of Hakai in his regular form, and that makes sense because he wasn't, you know, in Super Saiyan Blue. He's only in his regular form. I'm pretty sure if it was Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he could probably get out of it, just like Golden Frieza got out of it. But it looked like the Hakai really didn't have too much of an effect. It didn't destroy him immediately, and that could be because of the dog assassin was holding it, and maybe it's less pure if it's not coming from a God of Destruction, because when Beerus did it against Zamasu, he destroyed him instantaneously. So Goku learning Hakai, it's probably going to come in later in the manga, I'm assuming, but getting closer to this power of the gods kind of worries me, because of the fact that, okay, so he's getting closer to the God of Destruction power, but who's going to be left to stop him? Is Jiren going to have this power later on when we see this in the manga, or any of the other characters going to be able to do this? I mean, he's got this trump card where he can just obliterate you, but then Goku really isn't one to kill his opponents, so I guess maybe that's the only other way you can kind of rationalize it. But the episode goes where, you know, Zamasu, you know, he's back in fighting order. Then he splits up. The fusion is over, but because there's so much the same person, they're refusing the fusion to end. And then at that point, Trunks comes in and cuts Zamasu in half, which looked like it was pretty painful in the area that he cut him in. And then at that point, he pops out, and you know, Zamazu's on one side, Goku Black's the other side, and then Trunks goes up and just stabs him right while he's passed out. He stabs him in the back, right through the heart. And at that point, I was like, holy shit. I mean, honestly, at this point, I thought if the manga would have ended at this point, I thought that'd be a pretty cool ending. Like, it's so final, like, and then they would have to figure out what they do with Zamasu, but I mean, they could figure out that. But Goku Black really is the real threat, and you know, stabbing him like that and killing him so unceremoniously would have been pretty cool. But apparently, no, the Zamasu, you know, Trunks didn't really kill him. Goku Black turns into Zamasu. Zamasu turns into Zamasu. Now there's two of them. Vegeta goes all out. He has a new attack. It's called Gamma Burst Flash, I think it was. Obliterates both Zamasus into pieces, and then they turn into, just like in Majin Buu fashion, they turn into more Zamasus. And at this point, they're like, all right, we need to get out of here. And so I don't know exactly where this is gonna go, but it's pretty much dragging on right now. The manga is completely different, as you guys can tell from the anime, but there's so much similarities, and we haven't really heard an explanation why it's different. So it's not like these things are crazy out of the norm. I feel like the manga has more explanations to things, but overall, I've been taking the manga and the anime as they've been in two parallel universes, I guess, where things happen a little bit differently, but they're both pretty interesting, and I really do like the manga, the way it's going. Toyotaro does a great job drawing and doing the artistry on Goku and the entire gang. It's just really good animation, or not animation, but drawings. So I really do enjoy it. But if you guys want to go ahead and read that for yourselves, I'm going to put a link in the description below to all the chapters. I don't think that this one has particularly uploaded chapter 25 yet, but you know, they will at some point here, and you guys can go ahead and check it out. I just like this one because it has all of them on there. You know, it's easy to read and stuff. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Goku learning Hakai, specifically that. What do you think of that, Goku learning this God of Destruction move? Let me know in the comments below. And where do you think the Goku Black arc is gonna go? Do you think, how are they gonna stop him? Let me know in the comments below. Also, drop me a like if you like my video, and this is gonna be Dragon Ball Black signing off.